Today, I'm going to share with you a simple maths problem that is a little trickier than it originally seems. In a moment, I'm going to show you a collection of 10 numbers. All you have to do is find 3 numbers from that collection that add up to exactly 100. Pretty easy, right? The only rule is that any of the numbers you choose can only be used once. So, here are your 10 numbers. Remember, your task is to find 3 numbers from this collection that add up to exactly 100. I'll pop back in a minute with the answer. Good luck. So, how did you go? Tougher than it seems, right? One of the big challenges with this problem is that there are so many possible 3-number combinations that we can create. If we follow the rule that we can only use numbers once, there are 720 possible 3-number combinations. Now, it would take a really long time to test out all of these combinations, so we need a way to rule some of them out. In fact, we can very quickly rule out a whole bunch of possible combinations due to a mathematical phenomenon called the commutative property. This property states that you can change the order of numbers in an addition problem without affecting the answer. For example, 60 plus 12 plus 42 is the same as 60 plus 42 plus 12, which is the same as 12 plus 60 plus 42, and so on. These 6 number sentences all equal 114, regardless of the position of the numbers. This means that for every 3-number combination we can make, there are actually 6 variations, 5 of which we can ignore because they produce the same answer. Therefore, we can divide our 720 combinations by 6 to give us 120 possible combinations. Now, that's much more workable. We can strip these 120 combinations down even further by only concentrating on combinations with answers that are multiples of 10. We do this because our answer, 100, is a multiple of 10. One way to do this is to focus our attention on combinations where the units column adds up to either 0, 10, or 20. For example, in the combination 60 plus 18 plus 12, the units column 0 plus 8 plus 2 adds up to 10, so it could be a possible solution. However, 60 plus 18 plus 6 would not be a possible solution because the units column 0 plus 8 plus 6 adds up to 14. We can therefore ignore this and any similar combinations. Using this strategy actually reduces our possible combinations to 24, which look a bit like this. From here, we can also eliminate some of the combinations which are clearly well above or well below our target answer of 100. For example, these top 3 combinations all add up to 60 and are clearly well below 100. Similarly, these combinations are greater than or equal to 120, again, well over 100. Through this process of elimination and a little bit of trial and error, we finally arrive at our answer, 12 plus 38 plus 50, which equals 100. Of course, any of the 6 variations of this 3-number combination would also work. So, there you go. Hopefully your brain isn't hurting too much after working your way through all those 3-number combinations. But if you are looking to extend yourself a little, why not try this challenge? Using the same 10 numbers, write a number sentence with 3 numbers that add up to 100. But this time you must use one of the numbers twice. For example, 60 plus 18 plus 18 uses the number 18 twice. See how you go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Hey there! If you like what we do here at Teach Wonderful, make sure to subscribe to our channel. You'll also find plenty of amazing teaching ideas, student worksheets, and merch over at teachwonderful.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.